Okay, I think this is the Mini 0801 circa 2013. And there's the front of the unit. So good luck judging the actual model. Okay, so the symptom was erratic firmware, software, wasn't responding to push button commands on the front there. And in our country, cars get very hot when they're parked, 60 degrees plus Celsius. And the first thing we notice upon opening it, of course, is the battery, the lithium-ion battery expanded by a factor of 3. Now the circuit can cope with a failed battery not charging, but a battery that expands its volume by a factor of 3 in such a small space puts a lot of pressure on that circuit board, and of course we've got a BGA there, and BGAs do not like getting flexed. So I suspect that this BGA has some issues here with contacts. I could try reflowing it, but and then again, what's more likely is couldn't be bothered. So that's what I think the model number is. I suggest anybody in Australia buying a Dashcam look at one with a supercapacitor. Although I have heard that because the supercapacitor models have a very rapid shutdown time because they haven't got a lot of reserve power, that they have issues with the automobile cutting off power to everything when it's cranking. So ignition on, you get an initial power to the supercapacitor Dashcam. Then when the engine's cranking, power gets cut off to everything but the cranking system, and then a couple of seconds later, after the engine fires, power's back on. So I have heard that with the supercapacitor Dashcams, the that on-off sequence can cause issues where the camera doesn't power back up again, or it's into its shutdown mode and doesn't power back up again, or you get a small clip as it's shutting down, starting up. You would assume they could address that with software. Anyway, that's what I've heard. So I don't think this is likely to be repaired. I might try reflowing it, but I've got better things to do. There's the back of it. So and of course, you don't want if that had have punctured, I mean, you just don't want that in a parked car. I mean, I don't care whether you've got insurance or not. I mean, you just don't want to be in that situation. Come out and find your car reverted back to carbon.